Surveys can play a role in part of the evaluation cycle of a school. It can be fairly easy to prompt one of the AI platforms to make survey questions for you. But you have to decide what you want to evaluate, what you want your stakeholders to answer about your school. So again, prompting is going to be everything. In this example here, I've asked it to create 3 surveys. I've asked it to create surveys for parents about their overall experience and perception of the school in terms of academics, social emotional wellness, and extracurricular activities. I asked it also to make it 20 multiple choice questions and 5 open response questions. I asked it to also create a survey for early childhood students who are in grades kindergarten through, let's say, second grade. And it should also ask about their experience in school with relations to their teachers and what they're learning and how they feel about school. And I asked it to vary questions and to give it the answer should be with smiley faces. And that's because at that age, some kids have not learned how to read yet and or write, although you would think some should by first or second grade, but it's not necessarily the case. So I've asked it to create smiley faces as opposed to something where they would have to read. Additionally, the teachers would have to read those questions and kind of explain it as well. I feel with surveys, although you think it's easy and it's straightforward, I have found in giving surveys that I believe a lot of times, even for adults, you may not have to read the questions for the adults, but you may have to explain what the question is really asking, because how people interpret and perceive it could make or break your survey if they're not understanding it properly. And I finally asked it to create a teacher survey which focuses on job satisfaction, professional growth, working with the administration, and the working environment. And I said it should consist of 15 multiple choice questions and 5 extended response questions. And the important thing here is that you don't want to overburden any of your stakeholders in taking this. I've taken surveys before, and I feel that I'm answering the same question 5 different ways, and I don't think it's necessary to do that. I also think having multiple choice where they can go in and rank it, and then having 5 extended responses where it could be optional would be best. Like I said, this is only one part of the evaluation process of your school. Whether you're doing it as this is what your internal practices are, or you're going through an accreditation, so you kind of have to do it, and get a temperature check of what your stakeholders are feeling. It's very easy to ask one of the AI platforms to create this for you. So here is the parent survey. They have given me what I've asked, which is multiple choice questions, and the options are strongly agree, agree, or strongly agree. And here are your questions. They're satisfied with the school, the child feels safe at school, the school communicates effectively, the school is addressing academic concerns promptly, the teachers hold high expectations for the child's academic performance, the child is challenged appropriately, the child feels supported emotionally by teachers and staff. My child participates in extracurricular activities. The administration is approachable and listens to parent concerns. That they feel that the child's individual needs are being met. The academic curriculum prepares the child well for the next grade, and teachers are using a variety of teaching strategies to support different learning styles. And the open-ended questions, which are 5. What do you feel is the greatest strength of the school? In what areas could the school improve? And how has the school supported your child's social emotional development? Are there any programs or extracurricular activities you would like the school to offer? And please share any additional feedback or suggestions to help the school experience. Improve the school experience. And so I think these questions are okay. You may not like all of the questions, and you can take them out or add as you feel. You can ask them to create more questions. But I feel like with the open response questions, this is something that's extending from the multiple choice questions. And it can give you a lot more feedback than just feeling, a parent just identifying what they feel in the multiple choice questions. So this to me is okay. Again, it goes on what the school is actually looking for. But this is a very generic survey. For the early childhood student surveys, the choices are happy, okay, not sure, and sad. And the school experience questions are, I like coming to school every day, and the child can circle whichever face they is applied to that. I feel happy in my classroom. I have friends to play with at school. My teacher helps me when I don't understand something. I like the activities. I feel safe. My teacher is kind to me. I have fun when we learn new things. I know what to do when I need help at school. I feel proud of myself when I finish my work. Now, this may be more appropriate for kindergarten versus grade 2, so you can always elaborate on questions, make them a little bit, give some different choices. But nevertheless, this is a start. And this is really, like I said, for early childhood grades. preferably wouldn't be for kids who are older than this at all. And the teacher survey, same thing here. They would have to strongly agree, neutral, disagree. And this is about their satisfaction with the experience at school. They feel supported, adequate resources. They're provided with opportunities for professional development. They're receiving feedback that helps them grow. They're encouraged to collaborate with their colleagues. They feel like the workload is manageable. They feel like they're recognized by contributions to the school. They believe there's a positive and respectful working environment among staff. Communication between administration and teachers is clear and timely. They feel safe in their working environment. All of these are very important. And then they have 5 extended response questions. What do you enjoy most about working at the school? And that's important. It's going to expound upon some of these other questions. What improvements would you like to see in the area of administrative support, which is important for them? How can the school better support your professional growth? What do you believe would make the school even a better place to work? And to share additional thoughts or feedbacks. So this is a very quick way that you can get actually 3 surveys at once. I would also encourage you to make surveys for other staff that are in your school, custodians, security guards, other, staff members who it may not be the majority of your team, but their voice is equally important. So just something to consider.